What's cracking, guys? Another day, another driving render. Headed to work right now, and I don't know, the video I was editing decided not to render, so I have it set up. It's going now. I'm just gonna leave it in my car, and I'm just gonna get right into traffic, and we're gonna get going with the day. Today should be a good day. I gotta build up a lot of suspension, so hopefully I can get a cool video of me doing that, kind of showing you how I do it, and just general Öhlins assembly. So that should be a pretty cool video, honestly. Then not sure what else. I'm gonna have to skip getting the wheels mounted just because I'm late and I don't want to have to like pull everything out of my garage right now. I can see my lens trying to autofocus a bunch, so sorry about that. Anyways, just gonna get going. Got a long day, and then I'll bring you along. You know how it is. Alright guys, like I said, I was going to show you how to build some Öhlins suspension. I'm kind of trying to make a little how-to video too, so people learn how to do this, but I figured this is my day, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys. But I need to set up some stuff real quick. Move these top hats in here. Move them in. Kind of cool. Little presentation goes a long way, I guess. But yeah, this is your Öhlins kit. Technically our FP Spec Sakebomb Garage kit, but cool. Gonna go ahead and get this thing started, so cue the music. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Actually, let's get a little different music. It's gonna take a minute. Might speed some things up so you don't get super bored. But okay. Alright, this is sounding better. This is sounding better. Alright. Tight. Let's get started. Alright guys, I thought I would just go ahead and jump in, but before I do that, I was just going to explain a few things that you're looking at so that way we're on the same page when we get started here. We have our forks up here. These are our lower mounting forks for FP Spec. This allows your S2000 to get a little lower in the rear. These are the front forks. Obviously right here we have your springs. These will be the rear, these will be the front. These are our top hats with Aurora bearings. These are the dampers. We got the damper adjusters on top. These will be the fronts. These will be the rears. I'm able to know the difference here because the fronts will have a black spacer, so that's just kind of like a little quick tip if you're wondering what's the front and what's the rear. This right here will be your upper spring perch. This obviously will go on top. These right here are your lower spring perches. We got locking nuts to hold the whole thing together. Lock rings. We'll be using one to go against the lower perch and one to go against the mounting fork here. We have bearing spacers. These will go in with your upper spring perches and the hats. I'll show you how that all goes together. Other than that, we can go ahead and get started. So the first thing I do is I want to pull off the adjusting knobs here. It's a little time consuming, but it's worth just getting out of the way, is screwing on your lower perch. And you legitimately just start at the bottom and you just go up till about halfway. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to all four. Alright, now that that's done, I will tell you that is kind of a pain and a little time consuming, but it is necessary. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start on the rears. Okay, now we're back to step one with your preload set. So you want to take your damper, you take a dust shield or dust boot, whatever you want to call it, and you bring it on down. You make sure that the bottom is firmly stuck here on the damper. This will allow it from moving around. Take your spring, drop it in right on top, and then now when you look at your upper spring perch, you can kind of see why the design makes sense. Goes right on top, sits right on top of the spring. Take the bearing spacer, you throw that on top. Take your top hat, which also has the top one here, and then you set this right on top as well. This fills that little gap on top. Now you take your lock nut and you bring this on here. Now the shaft spinning is still a priority, so you want to just squeeze from the inside here as best as possible and zip it down. Now this definitely gets annoying. The dust boot will just start to twist up, so you can use needle nose pliers and kind of like peel out all the little bends as you want. I kind of pop it off the bottom, and once it's popped off the bottom here, just do what you can to let it unspin itself, and then you still have to work out all the little dents. This is a pain, so don't worry, we deal with it every day. Cool guys, so productive day as you can see. I gotta edit a lot of that into a whole how-to, but I'll show you guys basically what I do on the daily basis. Fenton's here, that's cool. Zygrene, I don't know if you checked out his channel, you should. Does really sick car reviews. I'll link it below, but yeah, I gotta head home. Kind of early day, I gotta be here in the morning too. We're gonna dyno that NC, and then we gotta put together some FD suspension and stuff too, so sorry if my lens is a little smudged. Anyways, cool guys, it's been fun. Another day. Like, subscribe, and see you tomorrow. Peace.